Hello, my name is Brian. I'm from Southern California. I'm from a family of 6 children. I'm the second oldest, and my oldest brother has a special needs. He has a disability called Fragile X and autism. So he has a mental disability. Therefore, growing up for me, I had to fill that older sibling role a lot. I had to take care of my brother a lot, and it allowed me to realize the importance of being selfless and not constantly thinking about oneself and realizing that you need to care for other people because not everybody can care for themselves. I've been an SF for about 2 years now. I moved here after my freshman year in college. Originally, I had wanted to do business. I realized that wearing a suit and tie was not for an everyday thing for me. Of course, I'm okay with a uniform, but just the monkey suit was not for me. Sitting at a desk was not for me, so I really wanted to be hands-on and I want to help people. That's also part of my main reason for wanting to be a firefighter. Due to the fact that I grew up taking care of my brother, it gauged me to already be somebody who wants to help people. That's my natural instinct, is to look out for others that can't look out for themselves, simply because I'm aware of how much those people might need it, maybe more so than some other people, because, experiences through our lives. One of the other main reasons why I want to be a firefighter, aside from just helping people, is that it's a very natural motivation. It comes very easily. When somebody calls you at 3 in the morning and you have to either, get up and go save their life, or you can keep sleeping, you're not going to choose to keep sleeping when you know that there are lives on the line. And a lot of times it's impossible for most people to get out of bed at 6 in the morning. For us, we'll get up and we'll start running and jumping and climbing ladders and putting wet stuff on the red stuff at 3 in the morning, and carrying people. So there's a lot of natural motivation that comes there, a lot of adrenaline, which I love. It's very hands-on and it keeps us very active, so I enjoy that. And the selfish aspect of my motivation for being a firefighter is that I'm creating a better version of myself. By going through the firefighting academy, by becoming a firefighter, you're dedicating yourself to becoming better. You want to improve yourself, and you're holding yourself to a higher standard as a human being. And for me, that's huge, because I want to become the best version of myself that I can contribute to my family, my friends, and my community around me. Important traits of a public safety worker: of course, you have to be an honest person, you have to be a loyal person, you have to be somebody who's very hardworking. If you're somebody who's watching out for the safety of others, you can't be crooked, you can't be disloyal or I guess you would say you can't have favoritism, meaning you have to care for everybody the same way and respect everybody the same way and value their lives just as much as each and every other individual, because everybody is a person. Of course, another very important trait is just being wise, going through and experiencing a lot. If you're a public safety worker, it's very important that you understand how things can play out, and that you have the experience, or that you're learning as you go through the iterations, to understand what might happen in certain situations, because there are very many potentially life-threatening situations that can happen, especially as a firefighter, and especially when you're dealing with public life safety. And one of the biggest characteristics for a public safety worker is that you just need to be very selfless. You can't be constantly thinking about yourself if you're going out and helping all these other people all the time. It just doesn't add up. So one of the biggest things is definitely to be a selfless person whose motivation is to be there for other people. You're not doing it necessarily for you. You're doing it because you understand that these people might not be able to do it for themselves, and you have the ability to change that. So that's huge. For me, my personal skills and talents that make me suitable for an H-2 firefighter position is that I have something that a lot of people, you can't really train for and that you can't learn. I have heart. I have drive and motivation. I have something that people, like I said, you can't train for. Like, you will not put me down. I do not care how many times it takes me. I do not care how hard the task is. I'm going to be a firefighter, and I'm completely aware of this. You will not stop me, whether it's in San Francisco, whether it's in North Carolina. I don't care. This is what I want to do, and I want to help people. I'm very passionate about what I'm doing, and I will not quit. That's my number one trait about myself. I just don't quit. I will not lay down. I cannot take that feeling of failure. So I just don't accept it. I will keep fighting until I succeed. And another big, special, I guess, trait of mine that makes me special, or helpful is that I'm very grateful. You know, going through a lot of the experiences that I've gone through as a kid, in the upbringing that I had, made me be very grateful for a lot of things. You experience what you have, you experience what others have, you experience what they have that you don't, and what you have that they don't. And in that sense, there's a lot of things to be grateful for. And, you know, just being able to help people who cannot help themselves. You need to be grateful for the fact that you're physically capable of doing that. That is a huge thing. And as a firefighter, I would be very grateful for that. And I am to the day that, you know, I'm very grateful that I'm able to do the things that I can do. And that's why I want to apply them to help these other people. And the other thing, along with my gratitude, is my hunger. Like I said before, I won't quit, and I will not be satisfied. Even when I succeed, I'm still not 100% satisfied, and I will continue to strive because I don't want to just be an H-2 firefighter. I want to continue to go up. I want to become a captain, and eventually I want to become a battalion chief, and I want to keep moving, and eventually maybe become a chief. That's the thing, is that it's not a static position. There's not just one, okay, I'm in, and now I can cruise. That's why I enjoy firefighting, and it is a constant fight to progress, to save, and to help. So, with that being said, my last special skill or talent